sunk an enemy destroyer.
USS Hull! USS Hull! USS Hull!
Hey team, this is Ripper here. You guys are doing fantastic today. Got a fun video with the USS Hull. Yes, one of my favorite destroyers. Again, I'm just letting you know I'm having a blast in this ship. If you haven't gotten it, I definitely recommend it. It is especially if you're a destroyer main, it brings the best of both worlds in the sense of it's got big ass caliber guns, basically Des Moines guns, on a reload rate similar to maybe potentially the Forrest Sherman kind of style, where you got 3 guns, single barrel, but because of that reason, you can give these fast reload rates and phenomenal, incredible. The Sherman, I'll do another video about it one day. I mean, I get down to reloads of 1 second, so maybe not as fast as that, but you know, the USS Hull can hold its candle because of the fact that it has such big caliber shells. And you're gonna see this first video here is just showing off the capabilities of the AA, which I didn't think I would ever get. The amount of airplanes shot down is freaking incredible, just what we were doing. But as always, before we begin, like, subscribe, button below. Appreciate all the supporters of the channel. If you see value what we're doing here, smash those buttons on there. Let us know what you think. And as always, thanks for stopping by. You really help us out and supporting us. Also, you guys have been really great being friendly in the channel, saying hi, saying hello, and making good friends at the same time while learning how to play this game. So as always, let's get right to it. U.S. Destroyer tactics and gameplay. As you can see right now, I'm just kind of like... my strategy really is go slow rolling in, and you use the engine boost here to basically throttle juke, dodge everything. Incoming fire, Kearsarge airplanes, airstrikes. I mean, everything is shot at us. We're shooting down all types of planes. Oh my gosh, this is the first time we've seen us shoot down an airstrike by the Van Horner. Just enough firepower to get us going. Now, the beautiful thing I like about this USS Hull is the Sherman really would benefit if it had this engine boost. I think the problem is the Sherman is so slow, sluggish, and large that anybody can hit it. I mean, it's just so difficult to actually maneuver. So the engine boost really gives it that edge. I don't know how to explain it. It just makes it so it's difficult to hit because we can stop-start on a dime. And yeah, I mean, I think the engine boost really does add character to the kind of Sherman-style gameplay Hull. Now, the Sherman, like I said, is so slow without this engine boost. It only goes 35 knots, so 35, 36 knots. But with the engine boost here, you can see I get up to 40 knots in the Hull. So I think it's a lot bearable. If the Sherman had it, I think it'd be borderline, kind of broken. But they probably did that for a reason. They saw that Sherman is very, it's hard to survive in it without it, so they gave the Hull this little gimmick of the engine boost, and I think that's what really makes it survivable. It's got the DFA like always, and of course it's got the super heals, which makes this thing very, very survivable. It's really difficult to kill and hit, and especially with Halsey on it, and you get the Confederate, you get the reload rate down to almost sub 2 seconds. So very, very powerful, very strong ship. That's what I like about it. Again, the fact that we can dodge and juke all these shells, you're gonna see us rack up so much potential damage, and then that like I said, helps its survivability such a great deal, and we really enjoy it that way. So right now, just reversing back into the cap, not doing anything too drastic. I was kind of waiting for the incomparable here off our western flank, and we're just making sure we don't die unneedingly, and we're just kind of slow rolling, being safe. It's slow, methodical wins the game. You don't have to really push in into your rush to your death. We're really just kind of surveying the landscape. That Groningen out there is going to outspot us and shoot us and smoke up, and we don't want to have that. We got the carrier potentially spotting us. So, again, guys, if you're big ships and you're not understanding what the destroyer player is doing, you got to remember that he is supposed to literally survive everything and survive the long haul of the battle, and also not take damage, and be very conservative. And we have to cap and spot for everybody. So you got to realize sometimes the destroyer just has to reposition and get into that advantageous spot so he doesn't die, and while maintaining spotting and capping and killing destroyers and everything. All right, we're going to open up on AP only on the Kronstadt here. You see the power of the AP here? You're literally just a Des Moines with a destroyer hull on it. And you can imagine like a Des Moines on a flank, or Des Moines just plowing in either HE or AP into a hull is really, really devastating. And it's really difficult and annoying to go against. I've gone against hulls, and it's powerful. All right, Groningen is shooting at us. Again, we got to get out of dodge again. We cannot take too more damage. He's sitting in smoke, so we don't have that advantage. So we're going to basically reposition, remaneuver. We got our heal back. Look at all those airplanes we just shot down. I'm telling you that the airplanes, the AA on this thing is nothing to gawk at. I mean, actually can somewhat with support do something, but it's not like bad as a Shimikaze's AA or, Marceau's or Kleber's. This thing can actually, do something at some point. Look at all the flat clouds. Boom, there he goes. He goes down. We're up to 52,000 airplanes shot down, which is redonkulous. I'm shooting literally a cruiser's worth of HP right there. We're also spotting and we're also taking damage. So we're doing all three categories that we were designed to do, and very, very proud and happy about that. Next video, we're going to show you the power of the torpedoes in the hull, but man, oh man, we're doing all types of different strategies here with the hull, seeing what can we do with this thing. I'm trying a little bit more conservative gameplay, more aggressive gameplay, a little bit more supporting role, and then, again, still being able to cap as always. So we're going to push again in here. I think we might have a numbers advantage. Look at all the plane airstrikes. Airstrikes are just kind of like free shoot down airplanes. So, I mean, they don't really do anything by shooting them down. I mean, cool, he gets a recharge anyway, so maybe it helps our team from getting airstriked by shooting the planes down before they get there. So it doesn't hurt to actually help your team out by shooting down those airplanes so that they don't take damage or get hit for free, because airstrikes from the Van Cohorn are free. It doesn't hurt him at all to drop free airstrikes, right? So we'll do anything we can to support our teammates, even in the destroyer role, spotting, capping, gunfire, as well as shooting down other airstrikes. So that helps out a lot. There's a Groningen right there. I'm electing not to shoot him right here. I'm just kind of waiting. I don't want to take unnecessary damage. Barbiano will keep shooting at him. Groningen is holding his fire. He's not going to do anything here. He knows if he fires, he'll be perma-spotted, so he's trying to get break detection. And, ooh, he might melt to this. Whoop. There he goes into the smoke, and too much firepower. Conde takes him out. Way to go, Conde. All right, we supported this flank. Our eastern flank has been demolished, so yeah, this might be a tough one here. So we're gonna have to go in and see if we can salvage this battle here. We could lose. If we lose the eastern flank, it could go down. All right, Kearsarge again, airstrikes. Look, airstrikes all over the place. Kearsarge is flying, Midway is flying, Van Horn's dropping airstrikes. So we are racking up the anti-aircraft Iron Dome here. So we're gonna see if we can keep moving forward and spot this Van Cohorn. That way, if we spot him, somebody can kill. Oh, we got another airplane coming in. Let's shoot him down. We got torpedo planes. Okay, he takes a shot at us. Gotta go be careful. Let's see if I can get a free shot on him. Using the little island cover here to mask our movement and getting shot at. Ouch, he takes out our torpedoes, but it's okay. Torpedoes we can repair, and we're undetected again. Again, the torpedoes are not the end-all, be-all. They only have two in the tube anyway, so whatever. All right, we got a broadside cruiser here. This is where the hull is like, this is a wet dream for the hull right here. This is for lunch and dinner and breakfast, giving us full broadside and full sending it right here. It doesn't matter if you angle, these shells are incredible. Look at that, right into the superstructure, 1100 damage. Come on. Yep, he's got to make a decision. Do I go against the hull, or do I go against the Barbiano or the Brindisi? Doesn't matter. We're gonna break his guns somehow, I think. Oh yeah, here it is. That's a beautiful shot right there. Love it. Gorgeous. Oh, Brindisi gets the kill. All right, we're shooting down more airplanes. 69,000 damage, 70,000 damage planes. We've shot down 22. We'll keep the AA on. That's the downside. When they're in the drop pattern, you really can't shoot. They're like in an invincible mode. I wish I had an invincible mode when I'm like shooting at somebody. That's another video for another day. All right, let's see, what can we do here? Let's shoot down some more airplanes. Oh, no, I'll hold off. Oh, now we shoot the airplanes again on the way out. Again, it's free spotting for them. Like, if the airstrike is, the airplanes are in their invincible mode and I'm trying to shoot at it, it makes me spotted the whole time my AA is on. So, kind of unfair in that regard. Whatever. All right, we cap Alpha. We got Bravo. Now we're shooting the Midway. Let's see how many airplanes we can shoot down here. Look at that. Just aiming right at him. Those are the dive bombers right here. And let's see if we can kill as many as we can on the way out. But you know what? I don't care at this point. You're like, come on, drop it right on my head. And ouch. That takes out a lot of health. And health that I can't get back. Isn't that crazy? All right, we're up to 96,000 damage. 29 planes shot down. And where then? Okay, now he's lost airplanes. So, ooh, Clausewitz. Here we go. So there's only a Clausewitz in the Midway. At this point, Nice comeback. We thought we were going to lose this, but, you know, we came back, and here are the airplanes again off my left. Ooh, Clausewitz takes a massive hit right there. Airplanes are still within our range bubble. I'm not going to shoot. I don't have my DFA. I'm going to save it for this shot on the Clausewitz. We go loud and see if we can take him out before the airplanes notice us. Turn the AA back on. We're still shooting airplanes while we're shooting the Clausewitz. Multitasking at its best right here, ladies and gents. Come on, baby. Give me that nice Citadel hit somewhere. Ouch, we're taking an airstrike hit. Come on, one more. Bam, there it is. We got Clausewitz. Didn't do much damage, but with 100,000 airplanes, I'll take it. I mean, if you can do 100,000 damage in airplanes, if only that counted for something, right? This is everybody's favorite time right here, shooting a carrier for lunch. All right, there he is. Ouch, that hurt a lot, too. All right, there it is. This is the best view you can get, shooting a carrier with Des Moines caliber guns. You just got to aim right at the Citadel there, and you get this nice little Citadel hit. If we can get it, bam, there it is. Oh, beautiful, gorgeous. Oh, man. Massive hit win. Oh, that's beautiful. And there it is. Not only did we do 100,000+ of carrier damage, we even killed the carrier as well. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, that is... I'm literally like shooting at the, you know, kind of like Kremlin Yamato kind of style damage here against the ship. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, let's take a look at it. AA defense shooting at least 35 planes, which we surpassed right there. We're taking so much damage there. 120% of our HP from enemies that we had to sacrifice to be capped. We spotted, and we're number 1. My God, I didn't even do much. I didn't even do that much damage except for airplane. 112,000 airplane damage like that. My God, 1.2 million potential damage. How much ordnance was fired at us, and we spotted 80,000. This is a classic destroyer gameplay right here, where you're literally doing everything: capping, spotting, airplane, anti-aircraft, potential taking fire, defending points, capturing points, spotting for, you know, my gosh. I mean, we're doing everything. All right, let's take a look at another Hull video. I mean, this ship, I'm telling you, definitely recommend. Okay, so here's another video, and this is just to show off the torpedoes. Don't write it off just yet. Just because it has single launch torpedoes and only 2 of them per side, don't write off the fact that it can do some damage with these torpedoes. And then they're really just lucky damage hits because, you know, you're not really aiming like a sniper with the torpedoes, but when you, I'm telling you, the reload rate is so quick that it doesn't hurt to shoot them. Look, 73-second reload. So all I do is really just fire one set on the right side, fire down the other, just go zigzag left and right, which allows me to still drive in towards the cap anyways to continue spotting like I am spotting the Barbiano there. And then we're also trying to cap a point and then, you know, just continuously throw torpedoes out. And my goodness gracious, look at this shot right here. I did not plan this. I just fired. He just happened to, I don't know how the RNG gods or whatever just happened to just win in this favor. And let's take a look at what's going to happen here. I did not expect this. I was just watching. Okay, cool. He's driving towards the torpedoes here. I mean, didn't think much of it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh my goodness. What just happened there? I looked at it, it's like, dude, what are the odds? Devastating strike, first blood, first kill. Holy crap. Like I said, don't write off the torpedoes. If they're just there, they still do damage. I'm telling you, if you get the hit, and especially on a Barbiano, I think one of the most broken OP ships in the game right now, but it's a good thing we got rid of him because guess what it did? It opened up the flank. Because now there's no destroyer, I don't think, because I see the other destroyers on the north side and probably the center. So we're just going to use the firepower here, and we're going to just play around with this Torpedo. So this is not even a fair fight. Tier 10 versus Tier 8, and we're firing Des Moines caliber guns on a Tier 8 battleship who's literally outside of range, possibly outside of his secondary range. Yeah, he probably only has 11.3, I think. And we're just going to basically sit here and farm him for damage with AP only. I don't even care about HE at this point. I noticed that the AP on this thing gets me to my goal of getting Confederate faster. I don't know. Maybe it's just because we're doing more damage, and it's not. And this is not healable damage, I don't think. Or it is healable damage, but it's not to the degree of fire damage. Because I think you can heal back all the fire damage, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. That's why it's beneficial more to hit citadels and get AP shots. So why not? Just look at the damage this thing can do to a battleship. My gosh. 1,700 damage on the side of the hull from the hull. I can't believe I can't say the hull versus the hull all the time. So it's a tongue twister right there. The hull fires on the hull of the hull. All right, there it is. And whoa, there it is. Boom. Splash form, 70,000 damage right off the bat right there on the first few minutes of the game. And now this flank is kind of boring now. There's nobody here. So we're just going to speed up because this is going to be kind of boring for you guys. Just driving next to our friends. Let's see if we can get this. Oh, we didn't get that shot. Anyways, how you guys doing today? Thanks for stopping by, watching the video on the USS Hull again, one of my favorite destroyers in the game. Very, very powerful line. The Sherman, the Hull. I mean, this style, caliber guns, reload rates, very, very devastating. Something, like I said, I've always said there's something soothing about just watching this. And maybe that's why this game is so addictive. I mean, it satisfies this. I see something hit a target and see the points tick up like that. Something about that. You know, the gamers understand if people like seeing points tick up or points add up. It's something about human nature's fetishes, I guess. I don't know. Great firepower in the North Carolina. Again, not really a fair match there. North Carolina Tier 8 with Tier 10 caliber guns here. And we're just plunging fire. Look, 809, 809. Like, just plunging fire right into a superstructure. And racking up the damage, though. All right, he goes undetected. He saves himself by going undetected right there. If he had stayed spotted for a little bit more, he would have been done. Dunsky. Oh, he's fired again. Here come our shells. 3 shells in a grouping area should be able to seal the deal. One more, baby. One more. Do I get it? Do I get it? Oh, yeah, we still kill that one. A splash 3, 85,000 damage right now. We got the Poeta. Oh, here it is. Another, like I said, this is a destroyer gun main's wet dream right here. Seeing a broadside carrier trying to run away. Unfortunately, you cannot run away from the caliber Citadel guns of the USS Hull. Right there, look at that. More Citadel hits. I'm telling you, you can literally melt carriers right. That's why it's so fun in the USS Hull. Being able to do anything you need to do against any objective or any kind of threat out there. And I think we might get this. Boom. There you go. Splash 4. 110,000 damage right there, babies. And that's how we do it. We got the AA up. Yep, I don't think a Tier 8 carrier is going to be able to survive our AA. He's going to try. Yep, he's gone. Entire squadron wiped out right there. All right, let's go against the Libertad here. Now, this is where it just got kind of weird. I was just shooting the Libertad, and he was doing something odd there. One of the best secondary ships in the game, and I don't know what he's doing. And it was just literally me and him duking it out. I'm just TLDR. It's literally me and him just duking it out for the very last few seconds of minutes of the game. And you're going to see me just rack up so much damage just by playing with one Libertad here. All right, we don't do much to the Alaska. Let's go back to Libertad action. Oh, we actually defend the cap. My gosh. We're still defending. See, this destroyer, I'm telling you, can do it all from range. That's the beautiful thing about it. Torpedoes go out to 16.5. I wish the guns would go out a little bit further, but man, what are we at 14.8? Holy crap! Look at this. Look at that firepower. All right, I think this is the last engagement, so we don't need the mini map anymore. I'll minimize this for you to enjoy the just nice shooting gallery of the Libertad versus USS Hull. Don't know why his secondaries are not firing. Maybe he didn't build for secondaries or something, because it's he should be within range. But I noticed that the AP on the Libertad does a lot better job than HE, because the Des Moines caliber HE just doesn't pen certain areas for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm getting way more damage, and it pays off a lot better, and it kind of it keeps his heals down. Because I notice again the AP just does more damage. It's harder to heal back. And just being able to take this AP damage to the Libertad really just helps out a lot to wither him down. Even though fire damage is great, he can heal back that fire damage, and this, it seems to be more devastating to him. Again, we're just kiting away. I mean, driving into a kiting away gunboat is really, really difficult because it's hard to hit a kiting away target. You're driving into shells. The shells are plunging fire into your superstructure, and I can control the engagement. I can throttle juke. He can only use his front 2 turrets as opposed to me using all my turrets. 100% firepower usage of me. He only has about 20% of his. So that's why this is almost like a all for naught here. Him driving into a destroyer gunboat, and he's exposing broadside. He would rather expose broadside to battleships on his flank compared to me. So that's the power of what a destroyer can do. Really controls the aspect of the positioning of the guns. I'm sorry, of the ships here. We're switching to HE now because I'm like, okay, something's not working here. I'm not being able to kill him on a nose in. So let's switch to HE now, see if we can start some fires, get him to turn. If he can turn, then maybe that'll give us the AP angles that we need again. See how the HE shells don't really do too much damage? I mean, I'm not getting a lot of hits. I'm getting a lot of non-pins right there. Especially non-pins on a Des Moines caliber gun. That's crazy, huh? What is the pen on these Des Moines guns? 34 mil, that's why. I mean, he's got 50 mil armor plating on certain areas, so yeah, it's to little avail. So why not switch to the AP again, and we're doing 1600 damage again? Yeah. See, this is the kind of damage we need. Come on, why haven't I proc Confederate yet? Oh, because I didn't do 6 ship. There it is, Kraken Unleashed. Wow. And we didn't prop Confederate. Isn't that crazy? I don't know what happened there. Oh, we had to do damage to 6 ships to get Confederate. That's a tough one to get sometimes, right? But anyways, Kraken Unleashed, 166,000 damage. And that was just us holding the flank right there. And the game is pretty much over. Osborne goes for hunting, and we go cap as always. But hey, that's the USS Hull. Build be at the end of the video. What do you guys think of the USS Hull? Do you guys have it? Do you guys want it? And what do you think of the gameplay of it? It's pretty darn fun, pretty darn powerful. And as always, we have a blast doing it, talking about TTPs for the destroyer role. Kraken Unleashed right there, and there it is, top of the team as always. And there's the breakdown of what we did firepower-wise. But as always, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. Smash those buttons at the bottom. Thank you for your support. And as always, if you see me out there, make sure you say hello. Take care. Cheers.